Hello, welcome back to From Soft Serve. Today I am in Dark Souls 3. And before I begin, I do want to say I have a Ko-Fi coffee thing. If you'd like to support the channel, support the mods, you can buy me a coffee. Because these mods would not exist without coffee at all. So, if you want to, cool beans. There's a link in the description, and I would greatly appreciate it. But also watching is cash money, but I thought I would throw the option out there. And on to today's video, which is, back to Dark Souls 3. It's been a hot minute. I have released a new version on Nexus mods, 0.17, and what it does mostly, there's a couple new point lights in Undead Settlement. There was a couple mesh LODs that I had to modify in Road of Sacrifices. Fun fact, I have to play the game again because I reinstalled Windows like a couple weeks ago. And well, wouldn't you know, as I always forget, Dark Souls 3 does not have Steam Cloud. So your saves are just completely gone. And I'm like, well, okay, well fuck me, right? And that's fine. I don't know. I've played through DS3 I don't know how many times. I've lost my saves like 6 times, so I'll just play through it again. And it's sort of an excuse to... Well, really, I was starting to work on the mod, and I was like, God damn it. So it is going to slow down mod development because, well, I have to get to that point in the game. I'm up till Lothric Castle in the mod, but in my playthrough, I think I'm up to Cathedral of the Deep. But I know the game pretty well, so I should be able to play through it pretty quickly. But the big change, they ended up being a lot easier than I thought. As you know, in my DS1 mod, I have removed, oh my god, darn. I have removed the player lantern from a lot of the areas in DS1, not all of them, because obviously some of them are really dark. And you don't have a torch. Oh, this is baked lighting. Look at that. No shadow. Oh, shadow. And, yeah, so I removed it in a lot of the areas. And DS3 it has been on that list where I'm like, I really, really want to remove the player lantern, because it's pretty ugly in DS3. And it's also not really needed for, like, any of DS3, except for maybe Wolnir boss fight. But, like, his things glow, and realistically, I think you can figure it out. I'll be testing it as I go, obviously. Actually, no, let's go back this way. And yeah, I removed the player lantern, so now when you're up against things, you no longer have a glow. There's no artificial glow. And so the benefit of that is, well, you blend into the environment vastly better. And it's just about immersion, really. Oh my god. Jabroni. This is a Wendy's, good sir, and we do not accept those weapon swings, just so you know. Yeah, I gotta go the other way. But yeah, so there's still a bit of hero lighting happening with the player character versus the environment. That I found was a bit more complicated as it goes into like G params, and you set it per collision, which at least is similar to how DS1 handles a lot of things by collisions. But I tried changing it and turning it off, and yeah, it didn't look good. So what are you doing, homie? I gotta look into that. It's still a pretty big improvement, I'd say, over where we were before with that glow fucking everywhere. Luckily, they had already deprioritized the player lantern from like Demon Souls, where it was massively bright, and then Dark Souls, where it was way less bright, but still pretty bright in some areas. So yeah, where I'm at in the mod though is, yeah, I did that because I thought that was cool, so I uploaded a new version with that. I have started doing some, oh look at that, oh, we found, woo, look at that, oh my god, what is that? Yeah, hopefully you guys can see that popping in and out. As we always do. As we must do. We must fix things live. At least one thing, because I think that is contractually obligated with my channel. So let's go into DS3, because it functions a lot differently than the ones I work on. It shares a lot with DS1, but it gets way more complicated. Let's go high wall of lothric. All right, it takes a little bit longer to load because it's got that geometric density. All right. Now, the beautiful thing about modifying DS3 versus DS1 or DES, and DS2 shares this, is you can actually see a physical representation of the light sources. My God, it's so nice. In, you know, DES and DS1, you can't see light sources at all. They're just like, you'll see the region point, which is like a little geometric thing, but it's not telling you where the light's going, how big the light is. It's all disconnected, and you know, it's awful. Okay, the problem I have with high wall of lothric is I tend to lose track of where I'm at. So let's try to remember. Am I down here? No, not there. Am I in? Nope, not in there. I used to get really lost in high wall of lothric all the fucking time. Nope, there's nothing inside there. Oh, I love that this is just a fake. This is just a fake one that hangs out over here. It's not real. But look how cool this is. This is just like copies of more and more of the other areas, but it'd be kind of cool to make this traversable. Once the Blender Soulstruck thing gets updated, like, look how this just keeps going. And then you can, like, they really just kept modeling. They kept copying. Oh my God. Oh, I didn't even realize how far this actually goes. I mean, not that I think there's much benefit to this, but if you just replace this with the high geo versions, presumably you could just have a whole ass. Well, actually, I'm not really sure how the collisions function for DS1. If they just, yeah, okay, they must function like the other ones. Okay, but I can't edit collisions yet for DS3, at least not in my normal method. Oh, it said encoding overloaded. Oh shit. Is it now? Okay, let's try to remember where I am at. I do not remember. Oh. Yeah, okay, bottom floor. Got it. Yeah, OBS is hating me right now, but I'm okay with it. Let's see. Not that side, because we know that doesn't go anywhere. That is also nothing. Aha. Is it not in here? No, this goes down to the walkway. Aha. So it must be... Yes. Okay. Nope, that's too far. I don't want that. Nope. Oh yeah, that was the shortcut. I got a little geo up in this bitch. Hey, where the fuck is the door? Oh my God. Yeah, that geo is messing me up. Yeah, they don't display that, but okay. Oh my God. Okay, well that's gonna make it a little difficult too. Wait, what the fuck is it loading? Is it the wood pillars? Really? Maybe? That's the only thing I can think that even looks like that. Alright. If I do that, to the draw groups, you love to see it. Other than that, there's the LOD param, which basically manages how like the mesh LOD happens. So it's not something disappearing at a certain distance or not. That's up to draw groups. But the LOD param is down to what version, the lower quality versions, and when does it translate to or transfer over to higher quality versus lower quality assets. And so that is much more graceful than it is in DS1. Hell, DS1, I didn't even think it had a LOD param, but it does. It just kind of went unused for most things. Okay, so let's see. Let's do a little save map here. Do I still have DS3 window open? Yes, I do. Of course I do. And then let's use this one. I was helping someone set up the Prepare to Remaster mod for Prepare to Die, which was pretty cool. Here we go. So let's do map. The classic Dark Souls modding thing. Just map and param. Alright, so let's reload the game. Sorry for the screen. Just look away when that's happening. Sadly, DS3 doesn't have borderless like DS1 Remaster does. It just has windowed. And I'm like, nah, I don't want borders on it, you know? That's nasty. Also, can we talk about this fucking menu music? The main theme for DS3 is a banger. Insane. It always surprises me every time when I listen to it and I go, oh my god. They went so hard on this. Yeah, there's some serious hero lighting. Oh. Oh, no. I just realized what I did. Oh, wow. It's actually doing it to the objects as well. Really? Well, now I feel like it's not drawing the thing at all. Oh, shit. Oh, yeah. I don't think it's drawing the pillars at all. Oh, I fucked up. I fucked up. Oh, I fucked up. Okay, hold on. Hold on. I'm fixing it. Oh, okay, yeah. So it put these back to... Oh, it must be the map... God fucking damn it. It's the map studio layer. God damn it. Why did I... Okay. Yeah, it was the map studio layer. That's why they disappeared. Fucking hell, man. What LOD param? Yeah, LOD param 3. The LOD param change I made here, I need to do again, which is fair, because that has been backed off a bit. I'm not going to edit any of this out, because I think you get to see the nitty-gritty, awful, like fuck-ups that I make all the time. Literally all the time. It's a lot of fun, though. And you can kind of see that that's how I fix it. And troubleshooting. I've gotten really good at understanding, like, oh shit, I fucked that up. Ah, damn, okay, I copied that over. Oh man. And you're like, fuck. Okay, so this should now fix it. There is something I still need to fix in my DS3 mod, which is the torch shadows, because I was able to, earlier in the mod, I enabled torch shadows, like DS2. Because DS3 didn't have that, you would just illuminate with the torch, but it wouldn't make any shadows be cast on objects, annoyingly. So I fixed that, but its X and Y coordinates are a little goofy, because it will, your torch is being held out in front of you, for instance, but the shadow is being cast in front of you, which is obviously incorrect, right? The shadow should be behind me. And so it's just like massively incorrect. And so I gotta just kind of play around with that, to be honest. But, you know, you do have things casting shadows, so that's pretty nifty. They were not casting shadows beforehand. So let's, once again, quit out. 18 times later. This might work. You've also heard the menu music, like the first 3 seconds of it. I'll have to edit that out, because that's probably super annoying. Okay, good. My cube map still looks good. The pillars are being drawn, so that's sick nasty. Whoop! Okay, pillars are still being drawn. Yeah, that is the thing it was not drawing. Got it. Oh. Yep. So now you can tell the thing that was disappearing beforehand, which is, I thought was like a piece of cloth, but it was actually those pillars. Those pillars are now drawing from back here. and there is no LOD change, and you can also see that the crates now render the entire time, and there's no change with that. So I did that on a map wide change now, so you get the objects not disappearing, and basically you just get to enjoy the greater geometric density. It's basically doing things that the max settings on the game like should have been doing, but for whatever reason FromSoft just kind of, I mean, they were making the max settings back in 2016, so presumably they were like, that is what max settings should be back then. And they, you know, so I guess that does kind of make sense, actually. Ooh, look at these. I think, so I figured out something yesterday, which was kind of cool. I didn't actually know how they functioned. But basically, when you're adding when you want to like add a particle effect to something, this is something I didn't actually know how to do in DS3 yet, because I'm used to the way DS1 functions. Oh my god, this extra piece of fucking geo is killing me. So the thing in DS1 is you actually would like go into the events and then actually like make a new SFX, right? Well, that doesn't exist in DS3. They do have lights, but they're only like 3 lights, and it's into a BTL file. And so they function very differently. But what I found is that if you actually select the sconce itself, you can actually change, it was the model SFX param relative IDs. Let's try 0. It worked! It worked! Yeah. So I really like how that functions, and so basically it bakes in a default illumination, but as you can tell, the illumination it gives off does, like, you know, affect the environment, which is really nice, but this is where you would go and then create a point light for each one of them so you could actually have shadow casting. But by default it bakes in the flicker and the illumination. So it's pretty cool, because I would imagine that's easier for the developers to quickly iterate and move on, because they, by default, didn't have everything cast shadows, and for performance reasons. So they could sort of just go, okay, boom, that's going to be a light, got it, moving on. And that's a really easy way to give an SFX ID to something and not have to do it the way DS1 does, which is just fucking, it's 3 separate things you have to make for every single light source and particle effect. Like, it's just, it's a real fucking pain. So this is delightful. Also, I gotta upscale that texture because this looks real nasty. DS3 used a lot of 1K resolution textures, which I'm like, dog, it's 2016. Like, even back then, like 1K, dude, I'm at the max texture setting. Y'all should be using 2K. And so I've been upscaling some to 2K resolution, because I'm like, damn, son, this is nasty. I'll probably try upscaling this wall today. Well, not try, do it, I'll just do it. Also, DS3 can use BC7 texture compression. And so it actually is a lot easier to upscale them, because I don't need to use BC1. I can open less programs at once. Like, look at this bottom fucking stone. That's nasty. That's a nasty texture. That's probably 512 by 512. Oof. So DS3's got a lot of stuff I can work on for this mod, and I'll just work on it in between all of my other mods. So, you know, my ending spiel as per usual. If you enjoyed this, a like to the video helps a lot. If you think these are cool changes, let me know. Are you excited for more updates on it? What's your favorite Souls game and why? I'm always interested in that conversation. Yeah, subscribe if you haven't already. I post mostly daily, and they're usually me goofing around in a shitty fashion, but I do figure things out, and I think, you know, you can glean from what I'm doing and learn and not have to fuck up as much. Maybe that's the ultimate goal, is I will just, you know, goof around, fuck up a lot, and then I can pass on what I learn. That seems to be my method, so I'm gonna go with it. But yeah, thank you for watching. Share the video if you know anyone that might enjoy this kind of DS3 goodness, and I'll see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.